WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. We're streaming live on the Odyssey app. You guys can catch us there. And we are streaming live on YouTube and Twitch. Miami 560. WQAM. Miami Heat. They lose on opening night. Brutal. But it was a star-studded night. Not on the court. Just by Goosies. Because
I think you could have took the people watching the game, some of the players, and they could have put up more than score points.
I am pretty sure that if you put D-Wade out there in his sweater, he would have given you better than 1 for 8. I'm just saying. Maybe I'm crazy, Leroy.
Why are you calling out his sweater?
No, I'm just saying that's what he was wearing. He was wearing a lovely sweater.
He was wearing a nice sweater. Yeah?
Oh, well, it was a lovely sweater. I have nothing against the sweater. I'm just saying he doesn't even need a jersey. Doesn't even need a jersey for last night. And he's doing better than what the Stars put up for the Miami Heat.
UD was so disgusted he had to wear shades, man. He didn't want to
He
watch
was.
it.
He
didn't
was.
want to watch it anymore.
He's like, you're telling me, this is where we're at. But you did see this was a moment of D-Wade and Pat Riley before the ceremony got going. Goosies, the Godfather, a couple goats talking to each other, everything they've been through, the ups, the downs.
A lot of downs.
Not a lot of downs.
Yeah.
It was one down.
That's when I say a lot of down, I'm not just saying the many times. I'm just talking about a lot, meaning money downs.
There was one money dispute.
It was bad.
It was bad.
Okay.
Now it's all good now. Look at him, baby. Having a good time. But it was an awesome night, man. It was a great night for Pat Riley. Well deserved. It's unfortunate about what happened on the court. So for mixed bag today, Leroy, I know not everybody got to hear the speech last night. I figured we'd play the last few minutes of it so everybody can kind of enjoy and hear what the Godfather had to say, and especially to his family, because I kind of thought that was the best part. I thought his message to his wife, Chris Riley, and
you don't realize the people behind the people.
Yeah, I thought that was the coolest part. So here was Pat Riley's speech last night, and enjoy for the mixed bag. The Godfather, Pat Riley.
I'd like to finish, obviously. I can't thank everybody, but there's one person who I can thank. I want to say thank you to Elizabeth for coming. And that little beauty down there, Olivia James. No, not yet. And Paul. I want to get this one right. It was one summer night on a crowded mezzanine in San Diego. I saw perfect. The most beautiful woman ever, a flowered summer dress swaying softly as she walked towards me. Saw those hazel eyes and my heart leapt. Determined I would see her again. There were not going to be any games here. I went for her like Udonis Haslem is going to go for a loose ball right on that court right there. It started with a beach walk, a shared ice cream cone, long drives, under the sun and under the stars, just drifting in bliss, singing out loud all Motown songs, the songs we loved. They became our songs for life and still are. What was next? She got a ball player. I got somebody truly special. Then a proposal, a wedding, a marriage, a family. Chris and Pat, son James Patrick, grandson Connor James, daughter Elizabeth Marie, granddaughter Olivia James, son-in-law Paul, the Rileys, new lives, new teams, new friends, new challenges, new highs, new lows, honey. We've been through it all. Moving on, getting traded, getting cut, getting fired, career over, but always there's a new dream. LA Showtime was great. New York Madison Square Garden was exciting. But the Miami Heat has, will, and always be family. It's family. Teams can win, families win championships. Mickey and Madeline, Nick, Jenna, Kelly, and Ronnie, I just want to thank you so much. Miami is a home. Some great success early and some failures, then championships, joy, parades, champagne. Chris was right there, always in 118, yelling and screaming with all of our friends. Nobody could ever wear a Celtic jacket there or anything in that one section. Look out. She was forever and always committed, keeping me going. We are vow keepers. We kept them for a half a century. Both of us. We kept each other right, really right there in our hearts, souls, faith, and hoops. Thank you, God. I know now you sent me a great woman, a great partner, a great person, a great wife, great mother, great friend to all. In Miami, Chris, we built a great life together with the Heat, the staff, and our great fans. A life we told each other, Miami is it. We turned over every stone, kept each other there when our eyes closed. Our hearts never let each other go, or anyone. It will end here one day, and that stamp there and that stamp over there, that's what it's all about, sweetie. We made it. We made it. I love you. Thank you. And to all the fans, thank you for 30 years of your support. Thank you for being here tonight. I love you all. Thank you all.
There you go. Pat Riley yesterday at halftime.
Are you okay, Tobin? You're red.
Oh, it's
I'm not
you
gonna
know,
lie to you.
Do you need a napkin?
Yeah.
You know what, Tobin?
That's
I'm
okay.
there with you.
We can't wipe his face with Clorox.
First of
You
all, let me
don't wipe
just-
it with a wipe.
First of all, you've already tried to poison me in here.
You don't wipe it.
You threw more aerosol spray in this room.
That was her.
as if a roach lived in here.
Yo, you know what?
She
I'm happy-
nearly killed me.
I'm happy
Vlad.
you explained that, Tobin, because I remember I went in there to get some of the Halloween candy, right?
Yeah.
You know what?
There's Halloween candy.
Yeah,
You're
so
welcome.
if my
It
eyes look a
smelled
little
like
misty-
dead
So,
pumpkin in here.
I'm not gonna hold you, Leroy.
If my eyes look a little red, Vlad, yes,
And I
I am very moved by Pat Riley's words to his wife, Chris Riley, but also J-Fig tried to poison me.
Okay,
No, I
so
didn't.
now you know
I
what?
was helping you.
Let's be honest.
Let's get back to the candy.
I went to get the candy, right? And then when I went in there, the minute you open the door to the studio, you're just engulfed with lights.
Yeah, punch in the face.
So I thought Tobin farted.
No. Wow, really?
Why would you really be smelling like that?
Dude,
Like, I really thought you farted. And you
I
were
would
like, oh,
I would not cover up the crime scene.
No,
I
but
would-
I'm just thinking that you farted and you're like, oh man, this is bad. Like, I
J-Fig
can't even
comes in
cover up my
today.
own smell.
J-Fig, I don't know what her nostrils are flaring on.
I really
But
did.
she is like very bothered. We had a pumpkin in here that was starting to go. But I didn't
It
know
was leaking all over the table.
I didn't
was
notice it as much as you.
nasty.
I didn't notice it until you had said something,
Surprised.
and then I didn't really notice it until you emptied an entire aerosol can spray in here.
Come on,
and
was
it, like,
5
It
spritzes.
plumed.
It wasn't.
It plumed into the air here, and it made it worse.
No,
No,
literally.
it smells cleaner in here.
See,
It does
better.
not. That's,
No,
that-
it
You know
doesn't.
what? You're welcome.
That's
This is
because
not
you
like a
burned your
locker room,
senses.
okay.
Listen, I'm sorry. I went in there and you gotta understand, Tobin was just on his on the computer. So I pretty much acting like nothing happened. I'm just thinking, all right, let me get some candy here. Hey, I'm gonna grab
You
some
were
candy.
inhaling his fart, correct?
And I'm like, oh my God, this is a lot of Lysol. So I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, somebody must have farted. Maybe you spraying it before J-Fig comes in so it doesn't, because nobody wants to fart and a girl walks in, you know what I mean? Like,
Of
that's
course.
not cool. So
I would
that's what
never
thought.
fart in front of Avril Lavigne.
But I didn't know Avril Lavigne just decided that she wanted to spray Lysol on
She
everybody.
said, "See you later, boy."
Jeez.
We did.
But anyway, yes, I was very
Funny,
moved
that
by
was
that
funny.
speech.
Point for
How can you not? 50 years together, a lifetime of basketball,
First of all, this is
and your grandkids are there, your kids are there. I mean, how do you not get moved by that?
well, we all know the real godfather in the Riley family is Chris, is Mrs. Riley.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact, I just love the way he was showing his love and appreciation to his wife, because pretty much it seems like not a lot of moves happen without Chris's blessing.
She's a support system.
She's not only the support system; she might be the system.
She's the backbone.
Definitely.
Yeah, people don't like they say like don't mess with Chris Riley.
Yeah,
like
Since New York, we've heard that.
yeah, like don't. But that's it's an awesome thing, man. And I'm so happy that he got that honor. It was such a cool surprise that Mickey put for him. Just unfortunate that
Team
the
let him
team
down.
went out there and completely screwed the pooch, and you ruined it. You ruined it. You let Paulo go out there and just wipe his feet all over Pat Riley's new minted court with the same song and dance that you guys have been doing since you've been up 3-0 against the Celtics. Ridiculous. We're going on 18 months here. You can't play in that damn building. Sending the fans home sad. Oh, we're going to figure it out. Oh, it's not a Rubik's Cube. Maybe if I go over here and I go over here. Brick.
So who are you upset at?
All of them. All of them.
Including Spo?
Yeah, of course. Of course. All of them. Is he not the head coach?
It's only the first game.
Yeah, it's the first game. But you want to know something? Some things are patterns. And you want to know something? How about when you have a team full of behemoths, you put out the 7-footer? What's he going to do? He's not 18 years old. What's he going to do? Be on ice? Oh, because he doesn't know the system? Spo, do tell. What is the system, Spo? Stand around and look at each other? Tickle our bellies? What do we do? What is the system that Kalel Ware isn't going to get a shake until February? I'd love to know. I'd love to know. Same thing.
We had this conversation before. Is that are any of these young guys going to play?
Right. Let's put Thomas Bryant out there. Cool. Imagine if you would have put Kevin Love out there. Kevin Love wasn't there, but imagine if he was. Kevin Love against Paulo.
Nah, Paulo would kill him.
What are we going to do? He's just going to be on ice, and then what? Then he's going to learn next year? Get him out there, dude!
You ever notice basketball and football have the totally opposite thought process behind draft picks? Basketball, they want to groom their guy because they think they got the first 6 or 7 years, before they hit their prime. Football, let's get him out of there get him out there now because we need to know because we don't want to be paying this guy without knowing whether he can play or not.
Yeah, the same thing. It's like that, except like I think most franchises play their first rounders, but not the Heat if you're over 6'8".
Our boy Sonny Steve wants to know how long.
I'm not calling for anybody's job. I'm just frustrated. Isn't everybody frustrated?
It's just the first game, Tobin.
No, it's not the first game.
It's
No,
not.
did you
See,
not-
Vlad.
No, listen.
Did you not hear Vlad?
I hear.
Did
I
you
hear what
not
you're saying,
hear Pat
but I'm-
Riley's speech?
I-
And did you not? Does it not make you more mad listening to that and then realizing what went forth on the court then thereafter?
I'm gonna go with a comment I heard last night during the Nets Hawks game. Don't ask me why I was watching.
What
Must
the?
have had-
You
there was
must have.
gambling.
Yeah,
There was
okay,
gambling.
of
There was
course, of course. You didn't even have to say that.
Right, there was gambling involved.
I mean, unless you're Trae Young's relative, I don't understand what anybody else is doing watching Nets Hawks unless you are Hawks Tobin.
Oh, no.
Or a degenerate.
Right, I was watching that, and then I was also watching Detroit, Indiana. First game. Don't ask me why. But they asked one of the Detroit players during the half because they were leading. The Pacers led the league in scoring last year, and he said that was last year. So that's why I'm going to you, Leroy. This is the first game of a new season.
Correct.
I know they still have some of last year's tendencies and hindrances still there, but it is a new season with new personnel.
Here's the kicker. Okay, and here's why we are so frustrated. Everybody's healthy. You don't have to have a mixed match of a lineup. You have your stars. Nobody's banged up. Why are we still seeing the same basketball we ended last year's season with?
Because it's the first game of the season.
So I could understand if they were off on defense because it takes time to get that system and be on a string and all that. But They couldn't score last year, dude. They were at the bottom of the league scoring.
It's going to happen. Listen, guys.
Hmm?
I just don't feel like
I understand it's the first game, but I just don't want to see the same crap I saw last year.
Leroy, I understand that.
That's it.
You said that yesterday before the game, that with the guys healthy, you don't want to see the same type of. But I'm also saying it's also one game into the season. Like if this happens in the first 15 games, if you see this type of production, then I can understand.
Well, I already got the bubble guts because I'm scared I'm gonna see it.
Well, you just might have had a fart.
I think
You just might just had a fart. It just might have been a fart.
Thank God
Who's
J-Fade got some
farting,
Lysol.
You can
Okay.
see Lysol. What's
Well, no,
going
he's
on?
saying he's getting bubble guts. That just might have been a fart. It's not diarrhea. Diarrhea if it happens 15 consecutive more times. 15
Okay.
consecutive times.
Okay.
But if it's just a blip in the radar and then you bust Charlotte's ass, what's gonna happen? You're gonna be good again. So let's
Yeah,
just
that's what makes me Wild Heat Coyote. I always buy back in, but right now I'm really mad, and you ruined Pat Riley night. And Sexy Sauce says it right when he says, "I blamed the Bahamas." He's right.
Way to give him more fuel.
I knew that was coming from somebody was gonna mention that.
Told you not to go have training camp in the Bahamas. Played like a bunch of like you had a bunch of daiquiris in your hand, and Paolo said, "Watch this, dude." Back after this.